Hi, I'm Evan, and today I want to talk about education. So, first, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought about your future, about careers, but you're just stressed about the idea of college? Didn't seem right for you? Well, college isn't the only option out there. It's helpful, but it's not the only option out there for careers. Like Eric Anderson once said, getting a college degree does not guarantee success, but not getting one doesn't guarantee failure. There's options out there. Like my career choice personally, I want to become an airline pilot, which does require a bachelor's degree at a minimum, but there's plenty of career options out there. I have had numerous friends that have ventured different directions after high school. One of them became a welder, one of them became a lineman, and then there's a few that went to the automotive industry to become mechanics. So here's a few jobs I want to show you that can be good career options without college. So first off, like I said, welding. Welding is a good career. It requires skill. You have to know what you're doing. You have to understand the trade, but it does not require a degree. So they pay an average of $38,000 a year. All you need is a high school diploma and some training after, and their employee satisfaction rating is 3.1 out of 5 stars. You can be a lineman too. There's danger to it. You have to be working at high altitudes with high voltage electricity, so it's dangerous, but it does pay off with an $81,000 average salary. And again, all you need is a high school diploma or the equivalent of such, and their employee satisfaction rating is a 4.0 out of 5 stars. And you can go into auto mechanics. You can work on vehicles. If that's what you're passionate about, you can work on them. So you can have a pay of $40,882 a year. All you need is a high school diploma or the equivalent, and they will send you through an auto mechanic shop, auto mechanic school, so they'll teach you how to work on these vehicles. So you do have some sort of education you have to go through, but it is not as intricate as colleges. And stepping aside from the mechanics side of careers, you can go into these careers too. These are dangerous, but they are things that some people are passionate about that do not require college. You can be a law enforcement officer with an average salary of $58,604. All you need is a high school diploma or GED, but they will send you through a police academy. So there is post-secondary education, but it is only a slight period. It's not anywhere near what college is. They have an employee satisfaction rating of 3.2 out of 5 stars. And then lastly, relating to emergency services, so firefighting. It's another dangerous career that does pay off, though, because it's something that a lot of people are passionate about. If this seems like it's right for you, it might be right for you because it is a great career to go into. It's a pay of $49,000 a year on average, only needs a high school diploma or equivalent, but they will send you through a fire academy, which is only a number of weeks. And their employee satisfaction rating is 3.8 out of 5 stars. So there's more than just that as well. You don't have to go into just those careers. There's different options out there, whether you just wanted to invest in things, if you wanted to go into something like investing, just investing yourself into stock markets or things. I had another friend who invested about $5,000 in total, and then he made back another $8,000 within a year. So if you're smart and you know what you're investing into, you don't even have to go into an actual job. You can just invest in the stock market and just know what you're doing with it, and then you can make money back off of it. That can be your income. But now you might be thinking, what's beneficial about college? Why might I need it? So you need college for numerous reasons for different careers. It's very valuable. It's helpful with any field, but certain fields do require it because if you go to college and get that education, there will be so much more options out there. The market is so much more diverse than it is if you don't have a degree. While there are more and more different career choices that are opening up every day for people who do not have degrees, a lot of businesses, a lot of different entire fields are opening up to people without degrees. But it is still very helpful to have one because the market that you have with a degree, it is always going to be far greater than without one. So different career paths, like I said, I want to become an airline pilot, which requires a bachelor's degree. So that's 4 years of college I have to go through to get to that point. And if you want to be an engineer, that's going to require the 4 years, and most of them will have to go through a master's degree as well. A lot of them even have to go through doctors to get to the position they're in. If you want to be a doctor, like I said, you have to go get your doctorate degree. So you have to go get your bachelor's for 4 years, go another 2 for your master's, and then another 2, making 8 years total to get your doctorate. So that's a lot of years in college. So these choices that you're going into for those fields, you're going into them because you want to go into them, not based on the college. So, like I've stressed, is don't base your work choices off of what you want to do for college. Base your college choices off of what you want to do for work. Find out what you're passionate about first before you even think about education, because it's going to have a lot better effect to figure out what you want to do beforehand. So if you absolutely know education is not what I want to do, I do not want to go to college whatsoever, it's not the only option out there. There's numerous careers out there, like the ones I had explained. there's those, and there's numerous after that. You can go and research and find a bunch of different options that might be for you, because that's a long list. They don't pay as much as you would get if you have a degree, but they're still suitable for a career, something that you can live off of happily. So, like I said, stress about finding your school based on what you want to do for work. If you don't know what you want to do for work, and you know you absolutely don't want to do school, again, it's not the only option. So in the end, school's helpful, but do you need it? Absolutely not. You don't have to go through it. Get your high school diploma, and you can figure it out from there. So, if you're one of the people who really stresses about having a college education, it just doesn't seem right for you, you don't have to have a college education. Just look into it, go online, research different things, say, what can I do in a career that doesn't need a college education? Go find that, because if you know you 100% don't want to go to college, you don't have to deal with the stress of doing it. Just go research, because there's a bunch of things out there for you. Because you can be happy in life finding something, so don't rush into it if you're just trying to find, okay, what kind of career can I do tomorrow that I don't have to have school for? That might hurt you more than it does good. So while it might keep you from having to go to college, it might keep you from the education that you don't want to have to deal with, it will put you into a career possibly that you just dread going to work each day. It seems like a chore, you hate doing it. So that is the one downside to trying to find something based off of one not wanting to go to school. So that's why I stressed, find your school based off of your work needs. Don't base your work off of what you want to do for school unless you absolutely know that that is the last choice you have, is to go to college. So again, just research, look into it, don't rush into it, think about the jobs you want to do, keep a list, make pros and cons lists of those jobs that you're finding, make sure it's something that you want to do, think of things that you're passionate about that you want to do, because rushing into it will only lead to a career of hating going to work every day. While it might pay nice, happiness is much more valuable than any monetary gain you could have from the job. So again, lastly, like I'm saying, if you're one of the people who stresses about college to the point where that's just absolutely not an option, you don't need college. So take into consideration what I said today. Keep that in mind. Make that a thing that you're thinking about all the time. Don't rush into it, but let it be on your mind. And just think about it. Make sure you know what you're looking for. Make sure you know what you want. Thank you.